sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to ncêlìng. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button, turn your notification so you are notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I am saying a very big shout out to every one of you for all the love and support you all shower me here with. I am grateful, and you are super sweet. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's about a lady, a palm-colored woman who actually broke the table. She actually was like the reason why so many people were very upset about what happened during the Montgomery Borough was because, I mean, it has always been palm-colored men, I mean, trying to hit their women, like, you know, with it because of the folding chair, right? So it was because that some of them, like, you know, they do not want other people to do it because that is what they have been doing, and are deeply entrenched social norms in American culture. And I was like, whoa, I really don't know a whole lot happening in your community, but man, this is more like an eye-opening. Some of them were like, even like, you know, trying to cancel each other and the rest of it. I mean, I was like, whoa, this woman really got lots of nerves to come out to say. But then she said what she said, and I think that is also true. And why, okay, the woman that actually saw what was going on, it was men-to-men thing, and she decided to fix herself in between. What was she actually looking for? She think that the chair that was, like, you know, fighting around or hanging around wouldn't have touched her. And it ended up touching her, and that was really a great thing. And shout out to the ancestors for what they did. I mean, that chair really saved life. And sometimes I am like, I wish they are going to just bring back a rematch and all that, but it ain't happening or something like that. But you know what? I am just going to roll this clip. We'll come back to talk about it. And I absolutely want to read all your comments. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. And I also want to know if this is true. Like, you know, is it in their culture, like palm-colored people culture, to do that thing? So let's get.
The reason so many people were so upset about a man hitting a woman with a folding chair in Montgomery, Alabama, is because his doing so violated one of the most enduring and deeply entrenched social norms in American culture and in Western culture as a whole. And that's only white men get to hit white women. The reason so many people were so upset about a man hitting a woman with a folding chair in Montgomery, Alabama.
So this one's gonna catch me some heat, for sure. She's not wrong. We have a legacy history of it was okay to smack around your own lady. We used to have laws on the books. What size could the switch be that you beat your wife with? That was law, especially in the South, but at one point pretty much across the entire country, and I'm sure in other nations as well. But I'm going to focus on America because that's my wheelhouse. That's what I know. Absolutely, it was fucking law, like in Alabama and Kentucky, what size switch you could use to whoop the shit out of your wife with. So long as you were white, though. She's not wrong. She's not wrong. I mean, the truth is, anybody hits a woman with a chair today, woman of any color, we're going to have issues. So we've made some progress. However, she's not wrong about the ties to race, because it used to be. The whole fuss about black people really to this day is really the fear that black men are going to steal white men's women. That really, it's fucking literally written down. They're so terrified. Doesn't help the myth that black guys have bigger ones, which, black guys, I'm not trying to offend you, but I've been in the shower rooms in the army. Everybody's pretty much the same. But whatever. I'm not on that right now. There's like this fear. They propagated that for years. The idea that black men are like just going to ravage your women and take them. I'm like, first of all, if he can take your girl, well, then she wasn't really your girl, was she? That's first of all. Like, maybe do better in the sack, bro. Maybe did you ever consider that? But of course they never did, because we're going back to the fucking 1700s. These motherfuckers didn't give a shit if their girl got off or not. They didn't fucking care. They didn't back then. There would have been a handful of fucking good guys, but most of them didn't give a fuck. She was there to serve him. That was the mentality at the time. Sorry to be blunt, but that's what the fuck it was. But to this day, like, I'm not scared of black men stealing my girl. Like, dude, if you're the better man, you're the better man. And especially if my girl's willing to bounce, then fucking bitch bounce. I don't fucking go. Be gone, thought. Go and fucking move on. Either I wasn't good enough for you, or you's a hoe. Either way, fucking be gone, thought. Either way. Because that's how it's going to end in the end anyway. I don't understand this male insecurity for guys who are supposed to be confident and cocky and fucking tough guys. You don't seem too fucking tough to me. You seem to be scared of fucking everything. Scared of black people. Scared of gays. I'm not scared. I've been in gay bars. I'm not scared. And it's not, oh, I'm a tough guy. I mean, I am, but that's not, it wouldn't matter if I was or I wasn't. It doesn't fucking matter. I'm not fucking scared. I go in a gay bar, guys have hit on me, and I'm like, thank you for the compliment. It's not a fucking big deal. What are you guys so fucking insecure about? You act like tough guys. You drive around in your F-350s with your fucking truck nuts, but you're scared as shit of everything. You're scared of immigrants. You're scared of black guys. You're scared of every fucking thing. Dude, you're not tough. You're fucking weak if you're scared of everything in the fucking world. If you're like a fucking little field mouse, scared of everything. Bro, I'm only 5'6". I ain't exactly a big fucking tough guy. I'm like $150. I know, I might look like I'm bigger, but I'm only 5'6". I'm not. What the fuck you so scared of, bro? Do you have a small penis? Dude, they don't even care how big it is. Her G-spot is 2.5 inches in. It's not. You know, if you just paid attention and you get the rhythm and the flow right, maybe learn a little tongue game, a little bit of finger game, a little bit of tongue game, you'll be just fine, even if you ain't packing shit. What the fuck are you so scared of? Did you really think? No, you didn't. You're just insecure. Dude, just do better. You know, you could try that. You could just try doing better. Instead of being scared that someone's going to fucking jack your shit. If you fucking earn it, no one can jack it. I ain't worried about black guys or lesbian women or anybody else taking my woman. I'm not worried about it. Because I pay attention to her. That's all you fucking needed to do. It's not that fucking hard. And if you weren't a piece of shit, that would have come naturally for you. But since it didn't, work on it. I said what the fuck I said. And I'm tired of you guys acting like tough guys with your truck nuts and your F-350. You know what I got? This one is an inherited car. It's a Jeep, but it's a little pussy Jeep. This is my fucking car. Is that an F-350? No, the fuck it is not. You know why? Because I don't have to compensate about my dick. My dick is just fine. I'm not worried about it. Now, if I worked in construction or something, you best believe I'd be hauling a big-ass fucking truck because it's useful for fucking work. And I'm not shitting on guys who have big trucks. Some guys just love trucks, and it ain't even about them having a small dick or whatever. But the rest of you guys, why are you so fucking insecure? What the fuck you scared of, bro? You scared of yourself? You scared you're not good enough? You gotta over-represent some kind of way? Just fucking be yourself, dude. You might find out people might actually like the real you if you ever fucking let it out. Instead of slapping your girl around and hating on people of another race and being terrified of everything on the fucking planet. The thing you should be most afraid of is you, because you all are doing the most harm. Y'all who are so scared of everything else keep fucking slaying people out of just raw-ass fear. You fear the homosexual. You fear the black person. You fear fucking... My God, I never met somebody so fucking afraid. How are you going to say you're a man when you're actually more like a field mouse? You're like a nervous little fucking rabbit. Oh God, everything's coming to get me. Jesus Christ, man. I got PTSD from the war, and I ain't fucking as scared as you guys. I walk past a group of black guys, and I'm like, hey, how's it going? I didn't fucking get nervous at no point. No more than I did around white people. Only my PTSD is a factor. The fact they were black didn't even fucking weigh in. It didn't. Get your fucking head right, bro. Your problem isn't them. Your problem is you. I said what the fuck I said. You don't like it, feel free to block me. You'll never see my fucking face again.
American culture and in Western culture as a whole. And that's only white men get to hit white women.
I'm going to do this off the top of my brain. So if I wander a little bit, I apologize. And I don't want to make it sound like I'm starting an argument here, because I absolutely am not. I know that the people making this bad argument are racist. But when you approach it from this angle, you give them an opportunity to escape their argument. Okay, you can't do that. When you say only white men are allowed to hit white women, they can see that's simply not true. And the reality of it is, for most of these people, you can't hit women in public. Arbitrary color. It doesn't matter for them. All they care about is maintaining a moral high ground. So you can't approach it that way. Whether or not it's true, you can't approach it that way. These people will intellectually parkour their way out no matter what. So what you have to do, what we all have to do, is not give them any other opportunity to escape this bad faith argument with anything but their cowardice intact. Okay? You can't allow them a single inch, because they are experts at mental gymnastics. They're experts at moving the goalpost. So you have to avoid these easy outs for them. If it were a Jewish person that got jumped, and then a bunch of other white Jews jumped in, and one of the Jews hit a woman with something blunt like a motherfucking chair, they would still be able to say it's not because they were Jewish, it was because he hit a woman. Now, these are antiquated for most intellectual people, but it still gives them an out because they are traditionalists. And you can't do that. You have to corner them, and you have to argue them into just bowing out with their cowardice intact. And you have to do it again and again and again until the wind is taken out of their sails. So do not give them this angle. Yes, they are 100% racist. Everyone knows it. Everybody knows the jean jacket Jeffs of the world. We know what they're really saying, but you can't give them an out. Good luck out there, kids.
American culture and in Western culture as a whole. And that's only white men get to hit white women.
Say it one more time for your sisters in the back. Go back and watch that video. It's real quick. It gets at a very important point. Hi, my name is Gigi, and if you don't know, I teach an anti-racism workshop for white folk called Race Trader Bootcamp. And one of the classes is called The Daughters of the Witches Who Burn Books, an in-depth look at white womanhood using the teachings of Ida B. Wells. So written a book called Stop Acting Like a White Beep, self-reflection journal to help you see that minding your own business is anti-racism work. Let's take a look at that journal. Ida B. Wells said 2 things that we focus on in the journal. The way to right the wrongs is to turn the light of the truth upon them, and white men will ruin the reputation of white women by scapegoating them as a reason to unalive black men. We're not going to defame our uncle. Allegedly, she ran up and got done up. Actions have consequences. White womanhood is an illusion of perfection created by white men to keep women in their place, most oftentimes through violence. Tears, because we've been seeing this. Once needed trauma responses, but now are a chosen tactic of power. It was once learned helplessness. It is now a dog whistle. White women as a whole need to do these 3 things. Recognize, unlearn, heal. You in danger, girl.
Is because his doing so violated one of the most enduring and deeply entrenched social norms in
Love a joke about abuse, but this is the dynamic of white people pushing a narrative of victimization by over-infantilizing grown white women as people who didn't make active choices that then they paid consequences for. Particularly in situations where the white people that are pushing this narrative were the aggressors of the situation. The narrative is pushed to avoid taking further consequences for having been the aggressors in the situation and to whitewash the history of the event to paint everybody as an aggressor.
Culture and in Western culture as a whole. And that's only white men get to hit white women.
When I saw a few people focusing and commenting on that, I was like, y'all acting like Shorty wasn't out here in her red dress running around hitting men. I'm like, if you are that bold, jumping in a fight with men, expect the unexpected. Better yet, you're saying, yes, hit me as well. Because she could have literally gone back to the boat and sat there and watched the fight. She could have stepped up to the side, stand there and watch the fight. She was in there pulling this man. Baby, you got what was coming. I'm still on cloud 10 about that whole thing. That was for the culture.
The reason so many people were so upset about a man hitting a woman with a folding chair in Montgomery, Alabama.
What's funny is the other night I'm driving down the road and I hear some girl screaming, help, help. And I see a car pull up all fast and wreck and a guy jump out with a crowbar. And I'm like, oh shit, it's my chance to defend this woman. And then I realized it was a black man. And then I realized I'd be labeled a racist if I saved this woman. So I got to watch her get beat with a fucking crowbar. It was awesome. I should have got video, but I left.
And in Western culture as a whole. And that's only white men get to hit white women.
Where's the lie? Where's the lie? Because she said what she said. Where's the lie?
In culture and in Western culture as a whole. And that's only white men get to hit white women.
I don't mind going to hell for pointing it out either, but biggest difference between that white chair and the white man out crying this is he probably didn't care enough to let any woman have a seat either. I'm just saying.
Culture and in Western culture as a whole. And that's only white men get to hit white women.
So I've already duetted this video, but I would like to zoom out just for a second. A couple weeks ago, we had a little country song go viral for basically being racist, putting forth that idea that somehow black people are committing all these horrific crimes in small towns. And this is related to that. There's a lot of white people who only care about crime when it crosses racial barriers. Because these are the type of things that happen in small towns where I'm from. And content warning. The victims' remains were found in 50-gallon drums, burnt beyond recognition. The victim's DNA was found in freezer bags, dated. I really can't show those other words, but you get the idea. Small towns ain't all that.
Culture and in
Western culture as a whole. And that's only white men get to hit white women. And then go back to the same shit, but we're the ones that are prone to violence.
Culture and in Western culture as a whole. And that's only white men get to hit white women. Culture and in Western culture as a whole. And that's only white men get to hit white women.
So this is all I got from the, 1 minute. This is all I got from the stitches, and yo, I really don't know, but like, you know, I love the way, I love the way she actually started the whole conversation. And I was a little bit like, why did she start this conversation after the whole thing had happened and all that? Because the stitches, I was seeing like 3 minutes, 3 hours and all that. I mean, they know themselves very well. I don't know. I am not a colored person, so I don't know what is going on in their community. And so they understand better that it is only them that know how to do their thing to their own women. So when another person, when it happened that another person decided to, like, you know, to save situation and help things out, they found that very offensive because it is not coming from them. Like, you know, they should have been the ones doing that. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So that is how I felt. But then, I mean, whatever that happened during that period was just for the culture. And our ancestors wanted it to happen, and it ended up happening. And I really can't be any happier. Like, you know, I wish there would be a rematch or something. But then, you know, it's not happening. But man, that period was like the best period of my life, you know, seeing everybody coming out, black people doing their thing, defending, coming over for one another. I mean, coming to rescue one another, some going through the water, some going through the land, some jumping. Oh my word. And shout out to that chair, because that chair really did the chair did great things, you know, during that period. And for the man that also used the chair, because they ended up calling him chairman, right? Chairman. So shout out to chairman for coming to rescue with that. And whoever that saw what was going on and decided to, put her head where men were having great time, and she decided to come over and interrupt, was also interrupted. Yeah, you all know what happened to her. So yeah, it is what it is. Shout out to every one of you. Thank you so much for the support, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.